Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Salt Lake City Elks and the Columbus Aviators. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime. But for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Salt Lake City Elks and the Columbus Aviators. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
60 Pittsburgh. Cut it left.
Operating from the gun, Rollins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very solid gain of 27.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, it's Lawson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Off the play fake, Rollins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
False start, offense.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Fielded about a yard deep. 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
We had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what was fun to me was hear him say, I like what we did, but we need more pressure on the quarterback this week. What he wouldn't tell us, though, was how he was going to create it. Is it going to be just the front 4? Is it going to be 3? Is he going to bring linebackers, secondary? This will be fun to check out.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
They'll run on 1st down. Lawson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. Off-play action. Rollins. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Ready?
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And this throw will be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Set, ready? 10-2 start. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Rollins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Hey, pick your game up.
On 2nd down now, it's Lawson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
the play fake. Rollins airing one out deep for Holmes here. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
Switch.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 2nd and 11. And he will find his man on the outside. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. This is caught. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st down, it's Lawson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Lawson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. To throw on 3rd down, Rollins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here is the home side to take over on offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Check 52.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. This offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw, and he will find his man on the end route. Complete. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And to give this time to the tailback. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Rollins throwing left side here, and it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Rollins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lawson.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get 3 up to midfield. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. On 3rd and 2, Rollins. Open man is Holmes. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go. 8
On first down, Rollins is caught. Reception by Holmes. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Off play action. Rollins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On third down, Rollins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On third down, Lawson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw. Rollins. Holmes has got it complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Looking to throw. Rollins over the middle, complete. That's Lawson.
Hey, let's go. Get set.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down. 2nd and 3. And just in general, Charles, on a ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point.
Let's go. 10-2 saw. 50. 50's the money. 50's the money. Who that? Who that?
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. The first of 4 games this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, and it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Curtis. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Back to throw. Rollins.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing on first down. Rollins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rollins looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll run on first down. Lawson. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
11 yards there, first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rollins airing one out deep, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to retake the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. That time, a 9-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Sup World Football League.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. On first down, it's Lawson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
70, Indy.
They'll run on first down. Lawson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lawson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
What was the formation with that?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Oh, and they get to the football. It's blocked. He's got daylight. The 20.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Now the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So the very rare blocked punt scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Been a good leadership and a good distributor. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rollins looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Rollins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now they'll run on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Operating from the gun, Rollins throwing the out route and complete. That's Lawson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Come.
On first down, it's Lawson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rollins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Rollins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Aviators 14, Elks 13.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The offense on third down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And the result of all that is possession of the football at the 6. And how big is that play, Charles? A field goal puts you in the lead. You get the block punt. You're already in field goal range.
And now you have to think a little bit farther, don't you? Congratulate everyone. Everyone feels terrific about the play. But if you kick the field goal, you leave them right in striking distance. You want to try and put it in the end zone and make them come back and get you and need a touchdown to go back in the lead.
So a great special teams play. They blocked the punt and excellent field position, 1st and goal. From the gun, Rollins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got it! You got it!
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2nd and 6. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Lawson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense.
Here we go! 70, Indy. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Keep grip.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Ready? Turkey's the mark. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Sack.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Let's bring it down.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys have once again taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
Touchdown, Aviators.
He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
9-6.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
Okay.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be.
Defense.
Which WFL is your favorite?
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Operating from the gun. Rollins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Rollins. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Back to throw. Rollins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rollins. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Rollins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
INT.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throw left side complete. It's Holmes. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Man, it is a cruel game sometimes, as evidenced by that kick right there.
Yeah, this game has no remorse at times, does it? I have a feeling that when this left his foot, he thought he'd given his guys the lead. But that ball just kept moving on him. And in the end, you heard the sound, and he's denied by the goalposts.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs. Keep possession of the football.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard, a minute 47 on the clock. A field goal would produce a playoff stunner on the road, but this crowd is going to let him hear it here on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lawson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looking to throw. Rollins looking middle, and that's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On second down now, it's Lawson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
All-time classic.
And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. The Charles on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
The Aviators almost had it. The Aviators had a great playoff run. Yeah. Well, good night, and don't forget to tune in tomorrow afternoon.